Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to make a prosthetic for any costume or anything you're doing there. So this is just a cement mould of my finger, of my baby finger, and I'm going to use some latex, some colour, and basically just like wipe everything on this to make it a latex mould of the finger itself. And I've just put some clay on it to keep it secure. So what I'm first going to do, I've got my latex here, and I'm going to just drop a couple of drops of pale mauve in it. This is just Pax paint. You could just go straight in with the latex on its own, but I like to colour it, and I'm literally just dropping 1-2 drops of the pale mauve into the liquid latex, and I'm just going to give it a quick stir. And then if you're going to do anything like this, I would recommend using a brush that you don't really care about, like a little crafting brush or a paint brush or anything like that, a non-expensive brush. So get your latex, and you just want thin layers, and I just coat it all in thin layers. With the clay, so you can still pick it up and maneuver it around so you get all that detail that you want in the that's on the finger to make a replica of. So with these I make earrings or necklaces with them for certain costumes. So now that your first coat is done, it's gonna make called a fleshing around onto the clay. So this just helps when I'm demoulding it later, clear off, and then I can just trim this down or attach it to whatever I need to attach it to. You need to do I usually do about 10 coats of latex to get it all the thickness I want. But again, it also depends on what it's going to be used for. So if it's going to be like a prop or an earring or a necklace piece or anything like that, something that's quite going to be used and quite hardy, I'll do probably about 15 to 20 coats of latex. So I'm going to let that dry, and I'll be back with you shortly. So this has now been dried. This is the first layer. It's been dried for probably about 15 minutes. So let's go back in and do the second layer. Thin layers, getting all over. You can speed this process up just be using a hairdryer on a cool setting. That's layer number 2. Sorry, I'm watching the new Dracula, but I'm rewatching it, which I love. And then let that dry again, and there we have it, layer number 2. Just added a little bit of the deep muscle Pax paint to the latex with that. I've got that coloured there already, and I can just go straight in and paint it with the actual colours that I need, the flesh tone colours. So I'm going to do 2 more layers of this colour and then demould. I'm doing quite a big thick drippy layers on this, and then it all soak down and go into the nooks and crevices. And I'm being really rough with this, as you can see. And then when this dries, it should go quite a darker colour, more of a that colour in the bottle. So I've got 2 tones of colours on this now. So when it dries, I'll have the pale mauve, which is almost like a skin colour in itself, and then the muscle tissue underneath. And I've done it in reverse because when I demould it, the deep muscle tissue will be here, and then the mauve will be on top. And then that way I'll have a 2-tone colour already on it. And then all I've got to do then is just add the vein in and everything else, but I'll show you that next time. Right, so now that's dried, I'm just going to go back in with 1 more layer, and I'm going to probably blast it with the hairdryer. So now that the latex has dried, we can just use some baby powder or translucent powder to demould it. So first, because we don't really need this bit at the moment, we just want the actual finger itself. So I can just use my finger and a bit of powder, powder all of it so none of it sticks to each other. I'm going to use a fluffier brush just to powder the whole thing. Everything. And then pick up the edges. And as I say, you can be quite rough with this, unless you do want this fleshy, then I would be really careful with it, because I don't want it for what I'm going to use it for. It doesn't matter if it rips or anything like that. Loads of powder. Try and lift it. Powder as you go along the clay base, which is fine. Now I can just basically deglove it. And there we have it. Oh, can't get off. It's stuck. A finger. It's picked up all those details, all the details of your creases in your finger and your knuckle and your baby knuckle before the nail. And there you go. So I'm gonna just trim this edge in, because I don't want that edge. So I want it to be a severed finger. There we go. And then you can just fill it up. I've got some pillow wadding here, and then just put in even the pillow wadding. And just push it down. All your wadding, pillow wadding, or you can use tissue or toilet paper, kitchen roll. What else could you use? Packaging, peanuts. You can use anything just to fill it in. You can even just carry on pouring latex in it and make a solid piece, a solid finger. That'll take much longer to do. And you can use some of this wadding as sinew and a bit of flesh. Just put it out, use it for like a bit of veins or anything like that, but I'm going to push it all the way in and just keep it as a finger. Now I can use that as a prop for a finger, so let's hold that there and then chop. Blood everywhere, everything like that. So if you liked this, come and join me next week and I'll show you on how to clean it up and paint it and make it look a little bit more realistic than it is now. And remember to give me a thumbs up if you did like this, or a pinkies up. And don't be cute, be gorgeous, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.